What's up, fuckers? You know, a few months back, I was actually fortunate enough to do a review on this exact model. This is the Ray Laconico FJ, semi-custom build by the man himself, made here in the United States. These were actually released in super small batches on a first-come, first-served basis via Ray's Instagram feed. Well, when I handled that knife, I knew that I wanted one, and I was hoping the knife gods would show mercy on me and allow me to get one in the collection. Well, the good news is we've gotten to that point, as this has just landed yesterday. Managed to score this from my boo himself. Of course, I'm talking about the Koo Bear. Was able to use my Kuzel account. Now, I know you've heard of Sezzle and Afterpay, but Kuzel's actually the newest pay service available to supreme clientele like myself. So big thank you to Koo Bear for making my next Grail acquisition possible, as I do not anticipate this one ever leaving the collection. Now, although USA dope is my preferred dope, I also do love me some good Chinese dope. And so without further ado, let's get to the dope. All right. Big thank you goes out to FerraMonster for sending me these two knives. Now, if you're not aware, FerraMonster is a Chinese entity. They do all their OEMing, all their manufacturing, and they've actually done a ton of manufacturing for a who's who in the dope game. Now, I handled their Aurora Ray last year, and I was blown away by that. So these two newest models, I asked to check them out, and they so graciously sent them to me. I'm going to save the best one for last. We're going to go with this one first. This is actually just a more budgety version to one of their existing models. This is the Glideman. Now, this more budget-friendly version comes in about $129. That, of course, is before using code FUCKER. You can use code FUCKER at FerraMonster. Save yourself 10%. So there's that. Now, this variant is a liner lock. We've also have a different steel. They're going with a more budget-friendly steel on this, being 154 cm. We've got beautifully done canvas micarta scales, titanium backspacer that is geared. Now, unfortunately, it does have a big old lanyard hole for those goddamn weirdos. We've got a right-hand tip-up carry only wire pocket clip. You get this nice hole as well as the flipper tab for deployment. Let's check this hoe out. Woo! And the detent is dialed the fuck in. Overall size of this one comes in at 7.1. We've got 3.1 inches in this gorgeous sheep's foot apparatus. 154 cm being the steel of choice. Liner lock as your locking mechanism. Tons of room for disengagement. Straight drop action. Now, personally speaking, I would have much rather it be just a hole deployment only. But I do understand they're trying to accommodate the multi-deployment crave that we all tend to love and want. As far as ergos goes, this is money. You got that generous finger choil, so you can accommodate the full purchase, no refund, no hot spots to speak of. We've got 130 thousandths blade stock thickness, full flat grind. If you add all that up, what do you got? A Chinese-made slicey hoe. You know, FerraMonster, I feel, has really been great for our community. They have reached out and done a collab with the who's who as far as influencers goes. So because of that, I honestly think that's probably one of the biggest things these Chinese OEMs got going for them is their willingness to collaborate, send out knives for review, and just, want to be part of the community. Something that these USA companies could definitely learn from. There are a few out there doing similar things, but I think when it comes to that, Chinese companies are way ahead of us. Now let's go ahead and put some knives up for some size comparison. Basically, a little bit of knife flexing. You know how the fuck we do. Gotta roll with America first. So we hit it like this. Spyderco PM2. Then I'm gonna go with a little bit more Chinese dope, because I know you fuckers love it. We're gonna go with the Devo Stout. Version 2, don't get it fucked up. Now that Stout version 2 was actually OEM'd by Best Tech. And if you didn't know, FerraMonster has actually done quite a bit of OEM work for Best Tech, allegedly. Last two for this knife, we're gonna go with another classic. This one being OEM by Riot. That is the Urban EDC F5.5, baby. And then last up, quite possibly the best budget knife all time. We're talking about that Vosteed Porcupine. So there goes the Glideman up against those. You know, I'd be shitting you if I didn't tell you that I've actually carried the hell out of this Porcupine. And you know how I feel about budget dope. Kicked it a couple of years ago, but this Porcupine is exquisite. Now back to the Glideman. I think this is also a solid knife. Granted, it's just a little bit higher than typical budget realm. You know, budget realm for the most part is, I think, $100 and under. Seems to be the general consensus. But this is pretty goddamn stellar. Now, speaking of stellar, this next model has really blown me away. This one is the Spectrum. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is quite possibly, by my opinion, the best knife that FerraMonster has done to date. This Spectrum comes in a little bit more pricey as you've got more premium materials. This comes in between $288 for the variant you see here and as high as $298 for the contour, or rather for the carbon fiber variant. Now, what you get for that price point is quite a bit. We've got wonderfully contoured, beautifully done, micro milled, titanium scales, recessed hardware, milled pocket clip, which is right or left hand tip up. You also get that titanium backspacer. Now they're utilizing the crossbar lock for their locking mechanism. You also get a bulbous set of tits for deployment. Right along with that beautiful chamfered pockets is going to give you ample room for your deployment. Let's check this hoe out. Woo! And the bitch feels good. Now you guys know, we've talked about it numerous times. Crossbar locks do not have a traditional detent, but the action on this thing is pretty dialed in. A little bit, I would say a little bit light, but it's not light in a bad way. I just like mine to be so strong that it peels back the skin on my fingers. Well, it's not that strong on this one, but it's definitely good enough. Now for the size on this, we've got 7.5 inches, 3.31 inches of that in this beautiful drop point blade. M390 being the steel of choice. They're giving us this, what they call a hand rub satin. I call it more of a horizontal satin finish, which actually does pretty good as far as hiding some of the wear and tear on the pocket knife. Now we've got full flat grind, 130 thousandths blade stock thickness, so you already know she's going to be another slicey hoe. Just listen to the acoustics on this thing. Oh man. Now something I noticed upon getting this knife yesterday was that essentially the handle pretty much is entirely titanium. You have a very tiny liner about this big. Right there is literally where that liner ends, and this is where it starts. So just that much. Don't think I've ever seen such a small liner when it comes to a titanium crossbar lock. I could be wrong, but as far as my memory strikes me. We've got 3.6 ounces being the weight on this, so nice lightweight carry. Ball bearings in the pivot. T8 hardware all the way around is beautifully recessed. I mean, goddamn. Hands down, this is definitely a bug out killer. Now the real question is, I just bought a TRN Bulldog and have been loving it. Could this possibly be a Bulldog killer? Gonna have to wait and see on that one. Now for some comparisons, we're gonna go with that exactly aforementioned knife. Of course, I'm talking about the TRN Bulldog, 100% USA made. More American dope for your palate. And another classic knife. We're gonna go with the Benchmade Bug Out. So there you see those. Let's do two more. God damn it, two more. How about some Taiwanese vibes? We're going to go with my production company of the year last year, that being Quiet Carry, and that is the Drift LCT. Last up, more Taiwanese dope and another classic. We're going to go with the Spyderco Sage 5. So there goes the Spectrum up against those. Goddamn, people. FerraMonster has dragged their nuts again. I feel that they have managed to outdo themselves. You know, the Aurora Ray last year was a great knife, but I really think this Spectrum will be spoken about as their best knife, as their best model. At least I feel so. Exquisitely done, quality materials, all while maintaining a fair price. Gotta love it. So the great debate continues. USA dope versus Chinese dope. Must I pick one? Not today, bitches. But more importantly, I want to know what you fuckers think. Tell me all about it. Love you, mean it. Until the next time. Cut something, cut someone. Just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers!